Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. Okay, this time we're going to be talking about a little more about the gender thing again. I know I'm going through this a lot, guys, but in some way we have to be able to combat the culture and stuff like that. And the only way we can really combat it is by talking about it and finding ways to fix it and going against it. Again, I always will advocate for people creating your own businesses. You're not as useless or pathetic as people want to make you seem to be. You are able to do whatever you want and able to create your own business. And what I would say is I highly recommend creating your own business. Be able to combat. There's one thing that you guys always can do is that there is investment. And investment can mean really investing into really anything that you really have a passion or a passion about or you really want to do, regardless of what the circumstances is, and doing it. People will flock to your business. People will buy your goods and products as long as you have a good business structure and all that. And don't think that you can't do it, because you can. You have the ability to do so. And it just takes work and time and money, obviously. But if as long as you can put in some money and do all that, we can really make things go a long ways. So by all means, more investment into your businesses, create what you want to make, and since most people I think would say are not 100% woke or whatever, make what you want to make, and you'll see a flood of people, and that's how we can change the culture. And I can't wait till I start doing my own projects and start changing the culture as well, because it's a way to combat it and fix where we're at as a society, not really as a country. All right, I'm now throw out my jabbering, and let's get directly into the article. Breaking. Firm sues Florida public school districts for hiding gender counseling from parents. On January 24, 2022, the Child and Parental Rights Campaign filed suit in federal court on behalf of parents who alleged the Clay County school officials hid their 12-year-old daughter's AP mental health and gender identity issues for months, only informing them after the child attempted suicide in the bathroom on 2 separate occasions. The lawsuit alleges violations of the parents' custodial rights under the Florida Constitution and the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. The suit, which was filed in the Middle District of Florida against the Clay County School Superintendent and 3 Patterson Elementary officials, alleges that the school counselor engaged in secret therapy sessions with AP over the course of several months last year regarding AP's distress over being bullied and her confusion about her gender. Patterson Elementary is located in Fleming Island. The suit that claims that the counselor breached AP's privacy by purporting to other teachers and students about AP's new male name and gender identity without the child's knowledge or approval, and without informing her parents, leading to AP's increased distress at school. As stated in the lawsuit, AP's parents were not contacted by any bullying or mental health concerns until the child attempted suicide twice at the beginning of this year, and they were never informed that the school officials were encouraging AP to transition to a male identity. School officials allegedly invoked confidentiality rules to justify their failure to include the parents in the medical decisions making, but the Child and Parental Rights Campaign notes that the Clay County Public Schools written guidance expressly contradicts the officials' claims. The policy attached to an exhibit to the suit expressly states that children do not have a confidentiality right in the school counseling sessions, and that officials must obtain parental consent before guaranteeing confidentiality to a child. According to the complaint, AP's parents did not learn of the counseling sessions and the school's concealed attempts to transition AP to a new gender identity until January 5th, 2022, when they were called in because of AP's second suicide attempt. The complaint states that by the time AP's parents had arrived at the school, the child was being placed into the back of a police car to be transported to a hospital for involuntary examination under Florida's Baker Act law. The Baker Act allows law enforcement and certain health officials to initiate a mental examination in the event a person is imminent risk to herself or others based on apparent mental illness. The Child and Parental Campaign filed suit late last year against Leon County, Florida officials for a similar incident involving a 13-year-old girl, and related suits have been filed in Wisconsin and California. As recently as 2000, the United States Supreme Court acknowledged the Troxel versus Granville that the interest of parents in the care, custody, and control of their children is perhaps the oldest fundamental liberty interest recognized by this court. And I would agree. Okay, let me try to break this down a little bit, guys. Not to demean you, obviously, but to kind of put out my opinion in this case and what I think. I think a lot of these schools right here should really honestly be permanently closed down. And here's why. Because they're most likely going to do this again. and I don't want these schools to exist. I want them permanently closed down, and I want them, honestly, put a new school over it, because I don't want these schools to technically exist because they're doing this. Now we're seeing all the damage. It's funny because this year we're seeing all the damage that the far left are doing to the children and what the damage is going to be, because they're trying to. Because here's what they're trying to do. All right, there's two things that they're trying to do here. One is that they're trying to groom children into to do some sexual acts or whatever to the children. So that's one. The other thing is to make them be able to transition into whatever they want them to do, whatever they want them to be, and that would so-called be the ability to do the surgery, which cost a lot of money on that end. And that being said, that is a huge problem because that causes obviously what we see here, where this is a major issue. It's surprising to me that even in Wisconsin and California, things like this are being filed, and this is a serious issue. When people have been telling me, it's like, oh, well, this is not as big as a problem as it is. Well, it is. It's a lot bigger than you guys think, and this is going around the country, and it needs to stop. So I agree to a lot of the extent here that a lot of these problems is happening and needs to stop. And it looks like people are fighting back. Parents are fighting back. And most parents think their children don't need this type of BS in the first place. So that being said, we know that the far left are doing this. And we know that these people are actually sick in the head. And they're harming children in the process. These schools are dangerous. These schools are trying to indoctrinate your kids. Your schools are trying to ruin your kids' lives because it's all of that it does. And all of it needs to stop immediately. Biden and his crew are an evil pack of people that do not care about children whatsoever. They want to. The only reason why they're leading on to this LGBTQ type BS is because they'll be able to get votes and be able to stay in power. That's the only reason why they are doing this. Other than that, they don't give a damn about you or the black people, because otherwise they would be fixing issues for the black people, right? So, that being said, this is the issue. Oh, and yeah, black people are creating their own problems and they're outright. So I'll plainly say that. But not to get completely off topic here. Yeah, this is a huge problem. And like I say to like a lot of people and on that side is like, okay, so if it's such not a bad problem, it's supposed to help the kids, why are they being hid from it? Why are people secretly doing this to children? Right? If it's so great and it's so amazing for the kids, why are you hiding this type of stuff to the parents? Why are you not letting them know? Right? Because that's a huge issue. That automatically makes your whole advocacy, your whole point, completely mute. Because you're hiding this type of stuff from people, from parents. And if there was nothing bad and was all for the good of the children, then why do you hide it? Again, I keep repeating it because it's easy to understand. They're doing it for nefarious reasons and not for good reasons. Because they know that these things, that what they do is bad for the kids. They know it. We only know it. It's bad for the kids, and they still do it. This is how you know these people are fucking evil, and they don't give a damn about you or your children, and they just want that money, and they just want to cause mayhem and destruction, and that's all they really care about. So, let's fight against this, and as always, we'll see all the chaos that's happening. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.